Yeah, hi, Uncle Pete here. Broadhead's made of glass, hand-knapped by Uncle Bill, and a field point modified to receive the glass, tied on with synthetic sinew. And the deer is a dead deer we found under a tree that was abandoned by whoever shot it. It was about 3 weeks old and starting to smell kind of bad.
This is Uncle Pete hunting a dead deer we found laying in the woods, unretrieved by a hunter. He's testing out the hand-knapped arrows for penetration and integrity. Wow, where'd that go? Bells, bells, it went straight through. Phew, that thing is rotten. Yeah.
It broke the little chip off the tip.
Oh yeah, but it'll go through even better the second time. Interesting. Alright, here we go again.
Where are you going to shoot this time?
Ooh, that's interesting. That did not go through. And Uncle Pete got bile on himself from his arrow. Yuck. This will be interesting.
Did not pass through.
Did not penetrate fully, but it went through that shoulder blade.
That's
I'm
what I was
reckoning.
aiming for, yep.
Phew, that thing smells. Oh, the head's still in there now.
Looks like it's a goner.
To find out if it broke, you have to find it.
Well, sorry about that. I guess it's
I've
lost
loaned you my
forever.
knife, except
Bill's trying to get the broadhead out.
it's a ghastly smell.
It smells bad, but his knife is very sharp, as you can tell.
You know, the thing that I'm proud of is my sons are such good trackers.
It's not hard to track a dead deer, Dad.
All right.
Yeah, but they tracked him for 3 weeks. Oh, it's an Irish deer. The meat turned green.
Keep cutting.
Thanks. I don't see it yet. Where's the hole? It smells like the one I found in the lake. Maybe it's up here.
Keep cutting.
Well, here's
Get that arm off of it.
here's one of your holes from before, I think, right? Here's the one
That's the
from
one
before.
for before.
I don't
What,
see.
was this shot with a bow or a gun?
A gun.
Where did this go through?
Well, I see
Is this-
another hole right up above.
Where, this?
I don't know.
Is that where it went through? Oh God.
Just take that arm off. Just keep going and take the hole.
I'm trying. I thought you said it was stuck in this shoulder blade.
I thought it was. It might have been in ribs inside of the shoulder blade, though.
Yeah. Yuck. And this is part of the shoulder blade here.
Is it?
I think so. Maybe it's not. I can't tell. I'm not sticking my fingers in it. I felt something there.
Sounds like something.
Such a nice deer.
Yeah, well, the guy shot low and it ran further than he was willing to track, or he wasn't willing to trespass or ask for permission, so that's a shame. You gotta reach for it. It's yours. Get it tweezers. I can see it right there.
Yeah, I won't be able to pull it out if I couldn't pull it out the other way. Could you cut that open a little bit further so we can get
Well,
it?
let's just get a twig and
Pretty good penetration through a shoulder blade.
no kidding. If it did, it might be that it missed and went behind. But even so, if it stayed in one piece, oh, come on, don't do that.
Wouldn't it
See
hold
it.
small?
I'm not going to want to grab that son of a bitch with my fingers. It's going to stink forever. I just touched some of that disgusting meat. Where'd it go?
Getting it?
I'm getting there. Sergio, this is like the operation game. It appears to be intact in there.
Well, I'm going to go and get the game camera.
You're missing this.
You're missing this.
There it is.
It chipped again on the tip.
Not a whole lot though. And it stayed intact and penetrated all the way to the far side of the cavity and hit the other shoulder blade.
I'm going to go back and get
So
the
that
game
goes to
camera.
show that you can use microcrystalline quartz tip. Silica tip.
Look at the chipped a big flake off of that side.
That's interesting.
See that big?
I'm
big
amazed.
flake?
I'm amazed that it held up like that. You could shove it back on the head and do it again.
Oops. No chance of a pass through this way though.
Right. but we're trying to test the glass arrowhead's third hit on the direct shoulder blade hit. Does it sound like it hit a shoulder blade? Let's see if we can push it through, because you probably won't be able to pull it out. Holy cow!
Pushed it through.
That's pretty good penetration for a primitive technology.
Pushed it into the dirt.
Oops. We loosened it by accident the first time. Is it still on there?
Not
or is it
anymore.
down in the dirt?
Down in the dirt.
Once
your hair.
Once your sinew stretches out, then it's not so good. We should have put pitch on it or something. It went pretty far into the dirt too. Now we won't know if it got wrecked by the dirt or if it made it. It doesn't seem like it hit a shoulder blade, did it?
I don't know. Didn't sound very thwacky.
Yeah.
Huh.
Maybe it just hit the side.
I bet it spun off as I was pushing it through because it was so loose.
Should we dig it?
Well, I think it's still in here. I think as I was pushing it was probably twisted off to the side.
Maybe. I don't want to have to hack into that again.
Why? You're nice, Sturdy. Alright, so we had to take a little bit of a reprieve and go find a shovel because I pushed it too far in the dirt. But there's the broadhead.
It survived the attack.
Looks like it's pretty whole. What happened to it?
Well, from the look of it, a big flake dinged off here and a large flake dinged off there. But you could still probably shoot this thing again. Part of its collar broke off here. You can see that. It's just a snap off. So it was shaped more like that, and then it's hard to say what exactly happened to it.
But it's still pretty darn whole.
But that's after it passed through the shoulder blade, right in the middle of the shoulder blade. So that's pretty astonishing.
The likelihood of having glass in the meat is pretty low.
Fairly low, yeah.
Fairly low, especially if you're making good shots where you're not hitting meat.
Yeah, if you hit the lung box, I mean, it was a complete pass through on the first shot, so
that is
it's a good
proof
technology.
positive that glass arrowheads can be used with a 45-pound recurve bow and achieve excellent results.
Yeah, it's close in, so if the integrity of the point was going to get compromised, the energy wasn't lost on lobbing through the air. It was transferred directly into the bones and such. So it passed through a rib on the first shot, and it passed through the scapula on the third shot, and passed between the vertebrae, nicking the side of the vertebrae spinous process on the second shot. So, but actually, bear in mind that the second shot went through and hit the inside of the far scapula in a solid part where we saw the nick in the scapula where the point hit, but it didn't disintegrate. So it stopped in its tracks and didn't disintegrate. Remarkable.
Excellent.
Who would think,
Excellent experiment with a deer we found that somebody else shot and was going to be just wasting coyote food.
So it's still going to be coyote food, but
All
at least
right.
he donated its body to science.
That's right. That's it. So the tip took some damage. Now that I've got a before and after picture side by side, I can see what actually happened. It did lose quite a bit of glass on the right side of the broadhead, but most of that happened in the third shot. As you notice, if you look back through the video, the third shot was the one that hit the spine pretty hard, and then we pushed it through, lost it in the dirt, and then dug it up. So who knows how much of that is from the pushing it through and from the going into the dirt. But all in all, I'd say this is a pretty successful test.